Clint Eastwood, no stranger to westerns, was a natural choice to lead the movie The Outlaw Josey Wales. Eastwood's production company, Malpaso, bought the film rights for the novel The Rebel Outlaw Josey Wales, and Eastwood himself was keen on directing and starring in it. For the role of the tenacious Union Captain Fletcher, the filmmakers sought a seasoned actor with a commanding presence. They found their man in Ben Johnson, a former rodeo star who had already made a name for himself in films like Shane and The Wild Bunch. The character of Laura Lee, a former Confederate spy turned Josey's ally, required an actress who could convincingly portray both strength and vulnerability. Sondra Locke, a relative newcomer, was cast in the role after a successful audition. Eastwood and Locke would later have a romantic relationship off-screen, which lasted several years. The film's supporting cast included many familiar faces from classic westerns. Chief Dan George, a respected Canadian First Nations chief and actor, was cast as Lone Watie, a Native American ally of Josey's. George's performance was praised for its humor and poignancy. John Vernon, known for his roles in Dirty Harry and Animal House, played the menacing Terrill, the leader of a group of bounty hunters pursuing Josey. Paula Trueman, a veteran stage and screen actress, played Grandma Sarah, a wise and feisty old woman who aids Josey. The chemistry between the cast members was evident from the start. Eastwood and Johnson, who had worked together before, had an easy rapport. Locke and Eastwood's on-screen chemistry was palpable, and their relationship deepened off-screen during filming. One pivotal moment in the casting process came when Chief Dan George was cast as Lone Watie. Eastwood had initially been hesitant to cast a non-Native American actor in the role, but George's audition won him over. George's performance brought depth and nuance to the character, and his chemistry with Eastwood was a highlight of the film. In the end, the casting of the Outlaw Josey Wales proved to be a winning combination. The film's success can be attributed in part to the strong performances of its leads and the undeniable chemistry between them. The Outlaw Josey Wales, directed by Clint Eastwood, showcases his unique directorial vision. Eastwood's approach was shaped by his experience as an actor, which helped him communicate effectively with the cast. He emphasized natural performances, encouraging actors to develop their characters' motivations and backstories. Eastwood's creative influences included classic westerns and the works of directors like Sergio Leone. His style is characterized by its simplicity and realism, with a focus on visual storytelling. He often used long takes and minimal dialogue, allowing the audience to absorb the narrative at their own pace. Collaboration was key to bringing this movie to life. Eastwood worked closely with cinematographer Bruce Surtees to create a distinctive visual aesthetic. They employed a desaturated color palette and shot many scenes in natural light, contributing to the film's rugged, authentic feel. The director also fostered a strong working relationship with the crew. He encouraged input from all members, believing that collective creativity enhances the final product. This collaborative spirit resulted in a cohesive and compelling cinematic experience. In essence, Eastwood's directorial vision for The Outlaw Josey Wales was shaped by his background in acting, influenced by classic westerns, and relied heavily on visual storytelling and collaboration. This approach resulted in a timeless film that continues to resonate with audiences today. The Outlaw Josey Wales, a 1976 movie directed by Clint Eastwood, has stood the test of time and remains a classic in the Western genre. Its enduring qualities, such as compelling storytelling, well-developed characters, and stunning cinematography, have made it a symbol of the industry's past. The film is based on the novel The Rebel Outlaw Josey Wales by Asa Earl Carter, and tells the story of a Confederate soldier who seeks revenge against Union soldiers who killed his family. Throughout the movie, Josey Wales, played by Eastwood, encounters various characters, both friend and foe, that add depth and complexity to the storyline. One of the most shocking facts about the movie is that Eastwood was not the first choice to play the lead role. In fact, the original director, Philip Kaufman, wanted Paul Newman for the part. However, when Eastwood took over as director, he cast himself in the role of Josey Wales. Another interesting fact is that the film was shot in several locations, including Arizona, Utah, and Colorado. The stunning landscapes add to the film's overall aesthetic and transport viewers to the Old West. The movie also has its fair share of funny moments, such as when Josey Wales and his companions come across a group of Comanches and attempt to communicate with them using sign language. Despite its age, The Outlaw Josey Wales remains a beloved film among audiences. Its themes of revenge, loyalty, and redemption continue to resonate with viewers today, Do you have a most cherished memory or personal experience related to this classic? We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. The Outlaw Josey Wales, a 1976 movie directed by Clint Eastwood, took viewers to the post-Civil War era of the American West. The set design was meticulously crafted to reflect this period. For instance, the film's main character, Josey Wales, resides in a dugout house, a type of dwelling common during the time, but rarely seen in Western films. This choice added authenticity and depth to the film's depiction of frontier life. The filming locations further enhanced the production's realism. Much of the movie was shot in rural areas of Nebraska and Kansas, providing a backdrop of vast prairies and rugged terrain. These natural settings perfectly captured the harsh beauty and isolation of the Old West. However, filming in these remote locations presented logistical challenges. Setting up equipment, accommodating the cast and crew, and ensuring access to necessary resources required careful planning and coordination. Despite these difficulties, the production team successfully created a believable and immersive world for the story to unfold. An innovative technique employed during the production of this classic was the use of a new type of camera dolly. This device allowed for smoother and more versatile camera movements, enhancing the visual storytelling. The film's iconic chase scenes and dramatic landscapes were made even more striking through these innovative camera techniques. In conclusion, the production of The Outlaw Josey Wales combined careful set design, strategic location choices, and innovative technology to create a compelling and authentic depiction of the American West. The Outlaw Josey Wales, a 1976 movie, offers a compelling narrative that explores the complexities of the post-Civil War era. Set in the American South, the film follows the story of Josey Wales, a Confederate soldier who seeks revenge after his family is killed by a group of Union militants. Directed by Clint Eastwood, who also stars as the lead character, the movie is a classic example of the Western genre. Eastwood's portrayal of Josey Wales is both nuanced and powerful, capturing the character's struggle to come to terms with his past and forge a new future. The film's supporting cast is equally impressive, with actors such as Chief Dan George and Sondra Locke delivering memorable performances. The cinematography is also noteworthy, showcasing the breathtaking landscapes of the American West and highlighting the stark contrast between the beauty of the natural world and the violence that unfolds within it. One of the film's most notable aspects is its exploration of the themes of revenge and forgiveness. Throughout the movie, Josey Wales is driven by a desire to avenge the death of his family, yet he also forms unlikely alliances with former enemies, suggesting that there may be a way to break the cycle of violence and find peace. The film's depiction of the post-Civil War era is also noteworthy, highlighting the challenges faced by soldiers on both sides of the conflict as they tried to rebuild their lives in the aftermath of the war. The movie offers a nuanced portrayal of this period, avoiding simplistic stereotypes, and instead highlighting the complexities of this historical moment. Overall, The Outlaw Josey Wales is a classic example of the Western genre, offering a compelling narrative, impressive performances, and stunning cinematography. Its exploration of themes such as revenge and forgiveness, as well as its nuanced depiction of the post-Civil War era, make it a must-see for fans of classic cinema. The Outlaw Josey Wales, a 1976 movie directed by Clint Eastwood, is renowned for its compelling narrative and emotional depth. A significant contributor to this effect is the film's score and soundtrack, crafted by composers and musicians who understood how to complement the story's tone. Glenn Frey, a member of the Eagles, was one of the musicians involved. He composed The Best One's Gone, a song that resonates with the film's themes of loss and resilience. Frey shared in an interview that he aimed to capture the loner aspect of the main character, Josey Wales, through the music. The score, composed by Graham Revell, is another integral part of the film. Revell, known for his innovative approach to music composition, used a mix of traditional and unconventional instruments to create a unique sound. In an interview, he mentioned that he wanted to reflect the harshness and beauty of the American frontier, which aligns perfectly with the movie's setting. The music in The Outlaw Josey Wales serves as a narrative tool, often underscoring the emotional states of the characters. For instance, the use of melancholic tunes during scenes of loss helps to deepen the viewer's emotional connection with the characters. On the other hand, upbeat music during action sequences adds tension and excitement. Moreover, the soundtrack also includes diegetic music, songs that are part of the film's narrative world. These songs, often played on instruments like the harmonica or guitar, further immerse the viewer in the film's setting and contribute to its authentic feel. In essence, the creation of the score and soundtrack for The Outlaw Josey Wales involved a deep understanding of the film's narrative and emotional tone. Through the combined efforts of Glenn Frey, Graham Revol, and other musicians, the music became an integral part of the film, enhancing its storytelling and emotional impact. In the 1950s, a young Clint Eastwood expressed his interest in playing Charles Lindbergh in the film The Spirit of St. Louis. Despite not yet making his acting debut, Eastwood reached out to director Billy Wilder to discuss his potential for the role, which eventually went to James Stewart. Years later, Eastwood found himself in a different film, The Outlaw Josey Wales. This movie is known for its wild horse scenes, some of which were quite intense. During a cabin shootout, a horse jumps a stream but fails to stick its landing, causing it to skate on its front legs for 20 to 30 feet. Later, a woman shoots at 3 men on a hill, causing both people and horses to slide down the hill to the bottom. Out of all the films he's been in, Eastwood holds The Outlaw Josey Wales in high regard. Some of his other personal favorites include Unforgiven, Bird, Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, Letters from Iwo Jima, and of course, The Outlaw Josey Wales. This classic film remains dear to him, showcasing his versatility and talent as an actor. One of the most iconic scenes in The Outlaw Josey Wales is the climactic showdown between Josey and his longtime pursuer, Captain Fletcher. Director and star Clint Eastwood discussed this scene, revealing that it was carefully planned to contrast with the typical quick-draw gunfights of westerns. He wanted to convey the weight of the characters' choices and the consequences of their actions. The scene unfolds in near silence, with the camera focusing on the faces of Eastwood and Chief Dan George, who plays Josey's loyal companion Lone Watie. The tension builds as the two men face off against Fletcher and his men, the only sounds being the wind and the creaking of leather. Eastwood's understated performance here is noteworthy. Rather than relying on dramatic gestures or showy dialogue, he communicates Josey's resolve and determination through subtle facial expressions and body language. This approach is mirrored in Chief Dan George's performance, which conveys Lone Watie's quiet strength and wisdom. Cinematographer Bruce Surtees's use of wide shots and natural lighting adds to the scene's raw, gritty feel. The camera often lingers on the rugged landscape, emphasizing the harshness of the characters' lives and the stark contrast between civilization and the wild frontier. The impact of this scene on audiences is profound. It encapsulates the film's themes of revenge, redemption, and the human cost of violence. The slow burning tension and quiet intensity of the confrontation linger long after the film ends, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. In an interview, Eastwood reflected on the scene, stating, "It's not just about the violence. It's about the choices these men have made and the lives they've lived. That's what makes it so powerful." Another iconic scene in The Outlaw Josey Wales is the poignant moment when Josey returns to the farm of his deceased wife and child. As he walks through the charred remains of his former life, the camera captures the pain and loss etched on Eastwood's face. This scene is a testament to Eastwood's ability to convey deep emotion with minimal dialogue. The haunting imagery of the burned-out farmhouse and the surrounding devastation speaks volumes about the toll of the Civil War and the personal tragedy Josey has endured. Cinematographer Surtees once again demonstrates his skill in capturing the stark beauty of the American West. The use of natural light and wide shots emphasizes the vast, empty landscape and the sense of isolation Josey experiences. The emotional impact of this scene is palpable, leaving audiences with a profound sense of empathy for the title character. It serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of war and the enduring power of love and loss. In conclusion, The Outlaw Josey Wales contains several iconic scenes that have left a lasting impression on audiences. Through masterful direction, powerful performances, and striking cinematography, these moments encapsulate the film's themes and resonate on a deeply emotional level. In the film The Outlaw Josey Wales, Sondra Locke's character stands out with her natural-looking hair, a departure from her usual bleached look. This change is evident when comparing her photographs in the film to her 1950s yearbook photos, where she sports a brunette look. Locke's performance in this movie is not to be missed, as it is included in the 1001 Movies You Must See Before You Die, edited by Steven Schneider. Fans of the movie can even see personal photographs of Locke and Clint Eastwood at the Frazetta Art Museum in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. These photos are displayed near Frank Frazetta's exaggerated portrait of Eastwood, which was used on the original theatrical release poster for The Gauntlet. It's a treat for fans of both the outlaw Josey Wales and The Gauntlet to see these photographs on display. Released in 1976, The Outlaw Josey Wales quickly resonated with audiences due to its unique blend of Western action and thoughtful exploration of social themes. The film, directed by and starring Clint Eastwood, became a classic in the genre, influencing pop culture and sparking discussions on relevant issues. Eastwood's portrayal of the titular character, a Confederate soldier seeking revenge and redemption, struck a chord with viewers. Audiences found themselves drawn to the complex and morally ambiguous protagonist, a departure from traditional heroic archetypes. This nuanced characterization contributed to the film's enduring appeal and influence on future westerns. The Outlaw Josey Wales also delved into themes of loyalty, survival, and the consequences of violence. By exploring the harsh realities of the post-Civil War era, the movie provoked meaningful conversations about the human cost of conflict and the importance of reconciliation. In addition to its thematic depth, the film showcased stunning cinematography and action sequences, further solidifying its status as a cultural touchstone. The movie's visuals, from sweeping landscapes to intense shootouts, left a lasting impact on the genre and inspired future filmmakers. Moreover, The Outlaw Josey Wales boasted a talented ensemble cast, including Sondra, Locke, Chief Dan George, and Bill McKinney. Their performances enriched the film and added to its cultural significance as they represented diverse backgrounds and perspectives. As a result, The Outlaw Josey Wales transcended the Western genre and became a reflection of the social and cultural climate of the 1970s. Its exploration of relevant themes and complex characters has ensured its lasting impact on both pop culture and the broader cultural conversation. In 1972, Clint Eastwood stood in for Charlton Heston at the 44th Annual Academy Awards. Eastwood's career was intertwined with that of Sergio Leone, who wanted him, Eli Wallach, and Lee Van Cleef for Once Upon a Time in the West. However, scheduling conflicts or the actors' reluctance to have their characters killed off led to the roles being offered to other character actors instead. In the early 1980s, Sondra Locke was promised a leading role in City Heat by Blake Edwards. At the time, Burt Reynolds had already signed on, but the second leading man had not been cast. Locke later claimed that Edwards used her to entice Eastwood, who had already seen the script, and declined. Once Eastwood agreed to join the project, Edwards dropped the idea of casting Locke. This classic film, The Outlaw Josey Wales, was released in 1976, and its production was marked by various behind-the-scenes events. Eastwood's professional relationships and Locke's experiences demonstrate the complex dynamics of the film industry. The Outlaw Josey Wales received mixed reviews upon its release in 1976. Some critics praised the movie for its gritty portrayal of the post-Civil War era and its exploration of themes such as revenge and redemption. Notably, famed film critic Roger Ebert gave the movie 3 out of 4 stars, commending Eastwood's performance and the film's strange, powerful mood. On the other hand, other reviewers criticized the movie for its violence and lack of character development. Vincent Canby of the New York Times, for example, dismissed the film as another Western in which Eastwood plays a man who is tougher than anyone else. Despite the mixed critical reception, The Outlaw Josey Wales was a hit with audiences and became one of the top-grossing films of the year. The movie's success helped solidify Eastwood's status as a leading man and established him as a formidable director in Hollywood. The movie also received recognition in the form of several awards and nominations. Eastwood received a nomination for Best Actor at the Golden Globes, and the film was nominated for Best Original Score at the Academy Awards. While the movie did not win in either category, these nominations were a testament to the film's impact and influence. The accolades for The Outlaw Josey Wales were well-deserved, as the movie has endured as a classic of the Western genre. Its exploration of complex themes and its unflinching portrayal of violence set it apart from other Westerns of the time, and continue to resonate with audiences today. The movie's success also helped pave the way for Eastwood's subsequent directorial efforts, cementing his place as a major figure in American cinema. In The Outlaw Josey Wales, Bill McKinney, known for his role in Deliverance, plays the menacing Captain Redlegs Terrill. Meanwhile, Sondra Locke, who stars in the film, later released an autobiography titled The Good, the Bad, and the Very Ugly: A Hollywood Journey in 1997. During the filming of this classic, Clint Eastwood, the lead actor, became frustrated with a horse and ended up punching it in the jaw. These behind-the-scenes details add an interesting layer to the movie's production. In the making of The Outlaw Josey Wales, Clint Eastwood, who starred in and directed the movie, chose to film many scenes in harsh weather conditions. This decision added authenticity but also brought challenges. For instance, during a river crossing scene, Eastwood and his co-star Chief Dan George had to endure a chilly river repeatedly for retakes. Their determination showcases their commitment to the craft. The film's production also included a unique collaboration. The Native American actor Chief Dan George, who played Lone Watie, was not a professional actor. He was a respected elder in the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. Eastwood met him at a theater where George was performing a one-man show. Their serendipitous encounter led to George's casting, which added a layer of authenticity to the film. Another anecdote involves the film's iconic ending. The original script ended with Josey Wales walking away, leaving his fate ambiguous. However, Eastwood decided to alter it, having Wales reunite with his surrogate family. This change, suggested by scriptwriter Sonia Chernus, gave the film a more satisfying, hopeful conclusion. Lastly, the film's production was not without its share of humor. During a scene where Wales' horse is shot, Eastwood insisted on using blanks to avoid harming the animal. However, the loud noise from the blanks frightened the horse, causing it to bolt and drag Eastwood along. This unexpected event provided a good laugh for the cast and crew. Sondra Locke, once closely tied to the family of Ruth Wood, received a Christmas card from Wood in 1989 with a tearful Winnie the Pooh drawing and an apology. This response came after Sondra had sent Wood a card during the holiday season. Clint Eastwood, on the other hand, became a father to Lowell Murray and Kelsey Hayford, born in 1982 and 1984, respectively, through his secret daughter Lori Warren and her husband, Lowell Thomas Murray III. The existence of these grandchildren was only made public in December 2018. Lori was born in 1954, when Eastwood was still married to his first wife, Maggie Johnson. One of Eastwood's children's mothers, who chose to remain anonymous, revealed to biographer Patrick McGilligan that Eastwood doesn't experience guilt. Instead, any semblance of guilt is transformed into anger, which he uses to prove people wrong or demonstrate their wrongdoing. This anger, the source explained, is a response to any perceived wrong or bad behavior, leaving no room for guilt. Released in 1976, The Outlaw Josey Wales quickly became a cornerstone of the Western genre. Directed by Clint Eastwood, the movie showcased his directing prowess and further solidified his status as a Hollywood icon. The film's exploration of the post-Civil War era and the complexities of vengeance left a lasting impact on future filmmaking. Eastwood's portrayal of the titular character resonated with audiences and inspired subsequent portrayals of anti-heroes in Western films. The movie's intricate narrative, filled with moral ambiguities, transcended the traditional boundaries of the Western genre. This classic invited viewers to question the concept of heroism and the consequences of violence, leaving a lasting mark on the film industry. The Outlaw Josey Wales also boasted impressive cinematography, capturing the raw beauty of the American frontier. The film's visuals served as a backdrop for the story's exploration of loyalty, redemption, and the human condition. This approach to visual storytelling has since been replicated in numerous films, demonstrating the movie's far-reaching influence. Moreover, the movie's compelling soundtrack, featuring the haunting harmonica solos of Jerry Fielding, added emotional depth to the narrative. The use of music as a storytelling device in The Outlaw Josey Wales has since been adopted by many filmmakers, further highlighting the film's impact on the industry. In the years following its release, The Outlaw Josey Wales inspired a host of films and television shows that delved into the complexities of the Western frontier. From the brooding anti-heroes of HBO's Deadwood to the morally ambiguous protagonists of contemporary Western films, the influence of this classic is undeniable. In conclusion, The Outlaw Josey Wales has left an indelible mark on film history through its nuanced portrayal of the Western frontier, its exploration of moral ambiguities, and its impact on future filmmaking. This classic continues to resonate with audiences and inspire filmmakers, ensuring its enduring legacy in the world of cinema. Clint Eastwood, the renowned actor and filmmaker, has an interesting connection to the movie The Outlaw Josey Wales. The name of his production company, Malpaso Productions, stems from the actor's decision to take on the role of the man with no name in the spaghetti western trilogy, despite his agent's warning that it would be a bad move. The success of the trilogy proved his agent wrong, and Eastwood never forgot the irony of the situation. In his personal life, Eastwood's daughter, Lori, has also made her mark. She has been an elementary teacher at a private school since 1979, and has been married to Lowell Thomas Toby Murray III since the same year. The Murray family has a long history of success in the timber industry, and the couple owns a large property in the affluent town of Lakewood, Washington, as well as a home on a private golf course in La Quinta, California. When it comes to his filmmaking career, Eastwood has had a long-standing desire to direct the film Angels and Demons. However, he was unable to do so due to Ron Howard's contractual obligations from the Da Vinci Code. Despite this setback, Eastwood has had a successful career as both an actor and a director, with The Outlaw Josey Wales being just one example of his many accomplishments in the world of film. The Outlaw Josey Wales, a 1976 movie directed by Clint Eastwood, has left an indelible mark on many cinema lovers. Did this classic impact you personally or influence your perspective on cinema? We'd love to hear your experiences and memories related to this film. Perhaps you were captivated by Eastwood's portrayal of the titular character, a Confederate soldier turned outlaw, seeking revenge for the death of his family. Or maybe the stunning cinematography of the American West left you in awe. Whatever your connection to this movie, we'd like to encourage you to share it with us. Reflecting on this film, did it inspire you to explore more westerns or to delve into Eastwood's extensive filmography? Did it spark a conversation about the complexities of the Reconstruction era or the concept of vengeance? We'd be thrilled to hear your thoughts. If you're new to our community, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest discussions. We look forward to hearing about your personal journey with the Outlaw Josey Wales. So, let's get the conversation started. Tell us your